Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1759. Man, we're getting closer, getting closer. It's getting closer. Yes, we're almost at 5-year mark. Almost. Yay. Hang on. Yeah, 759. It's Saturday. It's as simple as that. It's Saturday. So here's a story for you. I had a shitty night's sleep last night. For whatever reason, I could not sleep last night. My brain just wouldn't shut up. I did all my usual stuff that I did. I did my routine, which usually slows it down. I did all of that. I had my oils didn't work. I had my sleep patch on. That wasn't working. I was so at one point I decided I'm going to read for a little bit and then go back to sleep. So I read for a little bit. Didn't even look at the time. And then went back and said, I'm going to go back to sleep now. So I rolled over and went back to sleep, and then my alarm clock went off. It was 5 o'clock. And I was like, no. And so I just sort of I'm just going to hit snooze. I'm not going to get up till around 6:30, 7 o'clock. Just lay in for a little bit. And because I was just I had no energy to get out of bed. I was just I was tired. I was exhausted. And so the alarm goes off every 10 minutes, so I keep snoozing it, and then it finally gets to the one just before 6 o'clock. I'm like, yes. I said to Zeph, yes, it's okay. Now I'm going to sleep for an hour, and then we're going to get up. No. She didn't hear, we are going to sleep for an hour, then get up. She just heard, get up. And so she sits up by my pillow, on her side of the bed, and where the pillow goes, she gets up, and she sits there. And I'm like, I guess I'm getting up. So I got up, got dressed and all that stuff, and took her for her walk this morning. And then I was and I was coming back home, and I was just dragging. I was like, I am so tired. And I was like, what am I going to do for breakfast? And I thought, I know, we're going out for breakfast. And I was like, oh, yeah, now what are we going to get for breakfast? So we ended up getting Burger King. For some reason, I like their croissants. Don't ask me why. I have no clue. And I like their hash browns too. So we got those, came home, and of course, little miss over there thought it was her breakfast too. She had her kibble. Oh, but Mum's got food. Yeah, we're gonna eat Mum's food. And then after that, even after that, I was sort of okay, had some more protein to counteract all the carbs I'd just eaten, and was still dragging. And I'm so I just went and sat on the couch and just said as if, I've got some work to do for a client, but I might actually do it tomorrow, and we'll just might take today as easy. But I do have some chores I have to do today. And I looked at the clock and thought, well, let me have a snooze for a little bit, and then I'll go and run my errands. So I snoozed for a little bit, on and off. Still, you see these bags under my eyes here? They're not as bad as they were. Trust me. And so then it was 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, 1:30 or something like that I finally said to Zephy, okay, I have to go. No, it was 1 o'clock when I left the house. I have to go and get this stuff done. I've got to go run these errands. So I said, so you got to stay here because it's just too hot for you to be in the car, and we don't have a car that I can run and have the AC running while the doors are locked. And not like my son's Tesla. I mean, he was showing me the other day, the kids were in the car sleeping, and this is when I was in San Diego. The kids were in the car sleeping, and the monitor said, my driver will be returning soon. AC temperature is, and I think it was 69 degrees or something like that. Inside temperature is. And I said, you're able to run that? And he says, yeah. And I said, lock the car and everything. He says, yep. I'm so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I can't do that with my car. So as if he has to stay at home. So I ran out, picked up my mail, and hang on, I did this. I went to Sprouts. I was thinking I'm going to do a circuit. I'm going to go to Sprouts, and I'm going to get my organic raw almonds to make my own almond milk. Then I'm going to go and pick up my mail, and then I'm going to go to the car wash on the way home, and then come home. Well, car wash got scrapped really quickly because when I'm out driving, there's wind, there's dust blowing everywhere. The wind was picked up today and it's still blowing out there. To the point where this morning when I went out for a walk, I normally wear a wide brim hat. Yeah, I couldn't wear that this morning. I just put a baseball cap on instead because that one would stay on my head, whereas my other one would not. Because it kind of becomes like wings or something like that. So, and then I'm out and I'm driving around and we're going down one of the roads and going down, and there's just dust blowing across the road and backwards and forwards across the car. And I'm like, oh, I am not getting the car wash today because after you go through the car wash, they've got an area where you've got towels that you can use, and they have the clean towels and the dirty towels, and you go over and wipe down the car. I'm not doing that with this dust blowing around. Yeah, so that's switched to tomorrow. But I came home and got an enthusiastic welcome when I got home. And then I thought, well, let's get some stuff done because I had a spaghetti squash there that I wanted to cook. So I put the oven on for that and got that ready. So it's basically cut it lengthwise and scoop out all the seeds and stuff inside and drizzle it with olive oil and sprinkle it with some salt and pepper, season it with some salt and pepper. So that's what I did. And then put it face down on the baking tray and stuck it in the oven. And that was meant to be in there for 40 minutes. So while that's cooking, I had boiled some eggs and then I made my almond milk in the Vitamix. Oh, that was so much fun. And it comes out and it's hot. And I'm like, oh yeah. Because even though my filtered water is on the refrigerator, for whatever reason, it doesn't get chilled. You have to put, so when I fill this up, if I want cold water, these days, I actually put some ice in here and then fill it up with the water. And by the time I fill this thing up with the water, the ice is almost gone. That's how warm the water is coming out of there. And so my almond milk has been strained and is sitting in the refrigerator cooling off so that I can then go make some chocolate chai pudding. That was really good pudding I made last time, so I'm looking forward to making it again. But I got some eggs hard boiled. They're ready to go into the refrigerator now. The spaghetti squash is out and has been scraped, I guess is the word, where it makes it all stringy and everything else. And even and that was the first time I'd done a spaghetti squash with Zeffie, and so I gave her some to taste, and oops, gone. She liked that. I only gave her a little bit, but it went really fast. So, yeah, it's been a sort of a quiet, I'm calling it like a crazy day because I'm still feeling exhausted despite the naps and everything else. I'm not sure what's going on. I got to sit down and meditate and tune in with the body and see what's going on. And, check on, do you do check-ins with your body every now and again? Because if you don't know if you don't know how your body is supposed to feel, how do you know when it's not feeling good? So you need to know what it feels like when it's good. So the second it gets out of kilter, I don't know if you just caught that, but Zippy's eyes just went really wide as the cyclist went down the road. So you got to tune in with your body. And so I haven't been doing that lately and something feels a little off. So I've got to go in there and check and, do a check-in with the body, walk through the body, just talk to it. And I do it as sort of like a meditation and things, just calm myself down and then just tune into the body and listen to what it's saying and things like that. So yeah, so for some reason I just couldn't sleep last night. I got virtually no energy today. And now I've got to go take Zeffie girl for a walk. So yeah, that'll be fun. Although the wind's not as blowy as it was earlier today. But, it's just been a nice quiet day, a little crazy with trying to figure out why do I have no energy. Been eating a lot of extra protein because protein usually gives me a lot of energy and stuff, and that's made me functional. That's all I can say. It's made me functional. So yeah, in fact, I might go and have a couple of eggs before we go for a walk, just to boost my energy levels. But overall, it was a pretty good day. Tomorrow's going to be a little busier because tomorrow I'm going to work on some stuff for a client. I usually don't work on Sundays, and I actually have tomorrow bookmarked to sit down and read the latest installment of the Miss Fortune Mystery Series by Jana De Leon. But I've got work to do for clients, and I don't want to work on Monday. And I have to take Zeffie to the vet on Monday to get her vaccinations updated. Yeah, they're open on Monday, which kind of is really weird. But that was the earliest appointment that they had available. So And the next one wouldn't be until the following week. So this was the only appointment they had this coming week. Next appointments weren't available till June, which is the following week. So yeah, it's just been a quiet, crazy day, and maybe I'll read some of the book tonight. In fact, I might do that. No, because then it'll put me to sleep. No, it won't put me to sleep because I'm reading. But if I start reading it tonight, the problem I have is that it's going to be so good. I'm going to be fighting sleep when I need to get some sleep. So I'm actually going to save that till tomorrow, but I'll do some work for the clients. It should take me a couple of hours in the morning to get that stuff done, and maybe 3. But then I've got the rest of the day that I can go read. So, but we finished watching, we watched a really good miniseries. I tell you, I love miniseries. I love them. We had one the other day, which was all about the guy who was the bigamist, and about his wife who brought everything to light, and her story about how she found out, and then with and working with the investigator who was actually a retired U.S. Marshal. And at last count, there was like 20 women who he was either married to, engaged to, or just they were just girlfriends. And there was at least 14 kids. That was the last count, was 14 kids and more than 20 women. And I was just like, what? So this one guy. But it was a really cool miniseries. But the one I watched last night, the one I finished yesterday, was called Hidden. And it was a fictional story, but it was a political fiction story, political thriller, which was actually quite cool. It was based in England, and they had a barrister who hired a solicitor. Oh, hang on, I'm not going to remember how this goes. No, the lawyer who hired the solicitor. The solicitor is one that just goes into court. But she hired him to find this person. He was also looking for this person because it was related to his brother's death 20 years beforehand. She was trying to find these people because it was related to her parents' death 20 years beforehand. And it was just so many twists and turns in there. And there was this group of people in the parliament who were discrediting the prime minister and coming up with all this stuff about him. And you weren't sure if it was true or not. And yeah, it was a really good series, and it was 4 parts. This was a 4-episode miniseries. Usually I would see the 3 ones. This one was a 4, but it was really, really good. So if you've got BritBox, I think it's on BritBox. It's either on BritBox or Acon. I'm pretty sure it's BritBox. It's called Hidden, the Hidden, or just Hidden. It's got Hidden in the title, and it's the main word. So I'm not sure if there's a the in front of Hidden, or if it's just Hidden or the Hidden. I can't remember that, but it was called Hidden. It was really good. It was pretty cool. So anyway, we're going to go for our walk, come back, have some dinner, and then I just had food appear in my head as to what I can do with all the stuff I've cooked up today so far. I'm going to cook some quinoa as well. So when we get back from walking Zeffy, the quinoa will go into the Instapot, and I haven't washed my mason jars yet, so they're actually in the dishwasher. The dishwasher's just finished, so I've got to take them out of there and get them all cleaned up so I can do the chocolate chai pudding into those. I forgot to get berries today. Might have to go out tomorrow and get some berries. Get some boysenberries. No, blueberries. Blueberries. I got strawberry. Oh, I've got my I have finalized my order from Imperfect Foods, which will be here on Tuesday. So I have finalized that order, and I've got their strawberries again. Their strawberries were so good. They were organic, and they were juicy and sweet and yum. I just wanted to sit down and eat the whole punnet at one time, but I restrained myself. I made it last like 4 meals, I think it was. I made it last. Yeah, they were really, really good. But anyway, we're out of here. Got to go walk the pup. Do you want to go for a walk, Zeffy? Are we going to go for a walk? Yeah? Okay. Anyway, we're out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. And we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. And make time this weekend to relax, to tune in with your body, to listen to what it's saying, and just get out of the norm. Do something different this weekend. If you usually stay at home, go for a drive. Do something different this weekend. Shake your weekend up. It's a great weekend to do that. Go out and shake up your weekend. Yes. Do an impromptu drive to the next city for a burger or something. You know, you want a hamburger and the next city over's got, oh my God, hamburgers. Have you guys seen on TikTok the woman that thinks that hamburgers come from pigs? It is out there. Trust me, it is out there. That starts off as she's talking about that they were out for dinner the previous evening, and her friend ordered a steak, and so the waitress asked her how she wanted her cow done, and so she said, medium rare. Then it comes to, and so it goes around the table, it passes their order, and then it gets to her, the woman who's doing the TikTok, and she wanted a hamburger, and so the waitress asked her, how do you want your cow done? And this woman was sort of like, what? And she's like, a hamburger. It comes from pigs. It's got ham in it. I kid you not. Go on TikTok and search for hamburgers from pigs, or hamburgers come from pigs or something like that. It is hilarious. But anyway, I'm out of here. Go out and have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, konara.